Hello and welcome. Tonight we're going to try this eyeshadow palette from CHEERYEP. This is a Sea Beauty eyeshadow palette, and if you watched one of my previous videos, you could see that I used another eyeshadow palette from CHEERYEP and I loved it. I've been really impressed with the quality of these Chinese eyeshadows. I'm going to swatch them and then do an eyeshadow look. So if you're a fan of relaxing, soft-spoken ASMR makeup content or eyeshadow tutorials, keep watching. This is the CHEERYEP 16 color eyeshadow palette in the shade 09 Fleeting Life. Apparently each one of these little quads, these little sections of the four shadows is its own color story inside of this bigger one. And online I thought this was going to be more of like a sage green, but it's looking kind of grayish blue here. I was planning on using those today, but we'll see. I'm just going to start by swatching them. Kind of matches my shirt. I don't know how to even really describe that color. It's kind of like a sage green, but more blue. I think on the website they were describing this as like a cement. That one was super buttery and soft. That one is like a charcoal, but it has flecks of purple, gold, and like green. Hopefully you can see it. It's really pretty. These mattes definitely do pack some pigment. I am very into that color story happening. It's very cool toned. Now let's go down to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. That is interesting. On camera, this one here is kind of picking up almost green, it looks like, but in real life, it's like a silver with rainbow sparkles. Okay, doing them 4 at once. I really spread those out. This matte here is hardly showing up on camera, but it's like a really soft taupe color almost. Look at that shimmer though. I wish I had like a sink right in front of me so I could wash my hands in between each step, but I don't feel like getting up. Also, do you see this red shade here? There's like flecks of black in it. I'm gonna swatch that one again because I feel like it didn't do it justice. I'm gonna go wash my hands because you can see that they are kind of leaving like a little stain behind, so don't have to worry about these disappearing on your eyes. I'm not gonna try swatching 4 at a time again. Go into this one. Nice dusty purple mattes. so much pigment. I'm excited about this one. That is unreal. It has that formula that almost feels wet. It's like a blue base with like almost a pink lilac sheen on top. And again, like rainbow sparkles. Nice dusty mauve. This is such an interesting color story. I moved my table around. And so as you can probably see, I'm sitting in a new spot. And also my camera, I have it set up on the opposite side as I usually do. If that makes sense. So I keep looking over here instead of over here. And now for the last four. Do you see the mark in the pan? Also, when I'm looking at this here, it looks like a coppery magenta almost. And on camera, it looks gray. And there are some color shifts. Do you see it? Wow, the camera's really not picking up this shade. It looks completely different in real life. I can't move my arm to do the twist back there. I can't even describe to you how interesting this shade is. I don't think I've ever seen such an intense duochrome. Like I said, the camera's not picking this up at all. It's completely shifting colors when it hits the light. It's like a coppery green almost to a deep magenta. And there's also a wash of rainbow sparkles on top, which seems like a lot of these shades have. You can't really see on camera, but there's like almost like a topper effect on top of the base with rainbow sparkles, and I love that. Another cool toned matte shade. Alright, and the last two. Here are all the swatches. I have never seen a color story like this. Now I just have to decide what kind of look I want to do. If you love cool toned eyeshadow, this is the palette for you. There are just so many shades to choose from. I also like how you have some just kind of, I don't want to say basic, but just straight up metallics like this one. You have your mattes. And you also have some of these that have kind of like chunky glitters, so it's very multi-dimensional. And color shifting duochromes like this one. So many possibilities. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stick with the four at the top. It's kind of like a eucalyptus sage green moment. I don't know if it's more blue or green. You guys are gonna have to help me describe that shade of whatever it is, this color. What would you call these? So yeah, I want to stick to the ones up here, these four. But I really want to try this one. I don't know. So many decisions. I don't want to go overboard like I did last time. Be a little strict, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited because I got some new eyeshadow brushes. You guys know how much I love rèphr's eyeshadow brushes, or all of rèphr's makeup brushes for that matter. And TikTok Shop has been having a deal on 10 of rèphr's best-selling eyeshadow brushes. It's 10 of them for $10 each. So you get 10 brushes for $100, and each of these is like 25 each, so such a good deal. I will link it in the description. I was holding some extras, but I think these are the 10 it comes with. And there's so many that are perfect for hooded eyes. Like this tiny liner brush, this is the 23. One that's slightly bigger, 03. And these two tiny crease brushes. Like, with hooded eyes, this is going to be the perfect size. I can't wait to try it. And this is the 14, and then this is the 13, another tiny crease brush. I'm so excited about these. Alright, so let's get started. So I'm going to take this shade up here on a rèphr 27 brush. Just tapping off any excess. I'm just going to just put it on the back of my hand. I'm going to use this just kind of like a wash of color all over to start with. And I did remember to prep my eyelids this time with a little concealer. That's why it's a bit creased. But once I put eyeshadow on top, it should all work out. I'm also going to take it under the lash. The shade's like almost like a gray. I guess cement is a really good name to describe it. By the way, my birthday is Friday, so by the time you're seeing this, it will have been 2 days ago, I guess. But I'm turning 29. I'm one of those people, though, that I'm always like depressed on my birthday. I'm like never really excited for it. I'm kind of into that, just like for every day. If I was like wearing this top and I just put this on my lids, into that. Also, why am I looking into my phone screen when this palette has a mirror? Just gonna take a little more. Focus that right on the lid. Just making sure the edges are blended out. Now I'm going to take that same shade on a rèphr 02 brush. Just get it closer to my lash line. Maybe I'll do a halo eye today. I never really do those. So I'm taking that same shade and just packing it right here in the inner corner. Typically I don't do lots of dark colors here in the inner corner, but we are going to try doing a halo eye, so essentially it's dark on the ends with some light shimmer in the middle. Just going to place some more in the outer corner. Go back to that rèphr 27 I used earlier. Just lightly blend it using whatever was on the brush. And just blend it. Using that same brush, same shade. Going to take it on the lower lash. And I'm going to skip the center. Just going on the outer and the inner part of the lower lash and skipping right below my pupil. Yes. And yes, my hands are shaky. They always are. Alright, so we got the base down. Now I'm going to take the rèphr 14 brush, go into the dark shade up here. I'm going to barely pack any on, because I don't want to go overboard. Lightly place this in the inner corner. And also up the crease a bit. And again, just focusing it on the inner corner up into the crease. And again, taking that fluffy brush with nothing on it, lightly blending. Go back in using that tiny rèphr 14. Take it in that darker shade again. Now I'm going to focus it on the outer end and above the crease. Blending it into the bottom with whatever's left on the brush. And since my eyes are hooded, I like to keep my eyes open when I do this, so I can really see where the shadow is being placed. whatever is left in the brush and taking it in the inner corner of the lower lash. Now I'm going to take a rèphr 03 liner brush, go into that dark shade again, and just really define my lower lash, bringing it up just a tiny bit, and connecting it to the top lash. Take that same brush in the same shade, and get into the inner corner here. Right on the lash line. Stopping right about at the start of my iris, just like here. I'm gonna take that rèphr 02 again, but first, just wipe it off using this microfiber cloth. I'm going to go into this light matte. This is going to go on the brow bone. That rèphr 27 again with nothing on it. Lightly blend. I've been watching the show Silo on Apple TV, and I don't even think it's like necessarily that good, but like I cannot stop watching it. Is anyone else watching it? Another show on Apple TV that I recently finished was Shrinking. It's really funny, about these therapists in Pasadena. Cannot wait for new episodes. I hope they're coming out with a new season. This is so pigmented for a light shade. I'm also going to take it right on the center of the lid, just lightly. Blend it out, clean brush. Not gonna lie, this is coming out better than I expected. I've not done a halo eye in ears. And a little bit right under my iris. I'm gonna go back into that dark shade. I feel like it's not even. I'm liking that. Now I'm going to go into the shimmer. This also looks like it has some color shifts to it. Put that right in the center on the lower lash. Now I'm going to take the shimmer, do the same thing. I accidentally went too far out. Take that liner brush in the dark shade. Might have gone a little overboard with my inner corner just now. Might have to even it out with a wing. So, I mean, I don't know if that's even a halo eye. Now I'm going to use my finger, go into the shimmer, and tap that on the center of the lid. Okay, I am feeling that actually. I think I'm going to finish up with some eyeliner and mascara. I kind of feel like burgundy would be interesting with this. So I'm going to do the Clinique Black Honey High Impact Gel Tech Eyeliner. Just going to tight line. and line my waterline. And mascara, I'm going to use the Clinique High Impact Mascara in Black Honey. I love this mascara so much. Alright, and that is the look using this CHEERYEP eyeshadow palette. What do we think? I am into this. There are so many different color combinations you can do with these shades. I am really loving this palette. Comment and let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed this. I really appreciate all of you. I love talking to you guys in the comments. Let me know what else you want to see from me, and if you're a fan of relaxing, soft-spoken ASMR beauty content, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.